Big Brother is watching you. A new University of Washington report released today shows federal agencies, including ICE, are accessing local police department cameras.
At least 2 local departments say they were unaware it was happening. The report by the Center for Human Rights says U.S. Border Patrol had unauthorized direct or indirect access to traffic cameras that capture drivers' information throughout cities. Law enforcement says the cameras have led to numerous arrests of violent suspects and the recovery of stolen cars. Fox 13's A.J. Janival talks to the group that did the study and explains how local departments are responding.
I think it should be a wake-up call for all of us as Washingtonians about the vulnerability of the technology that is being used to scoop up our data.
Flock cameras are used by local police departments to catch suspects in crimes. They're installed throughout cities and read license plates as cars drive by. A new report from the University of Washington shows federal agencies could also see through many of our local departments' flock cameras.
It's very clear both on the immigrant rights front and on the access to reproductive health care front that Washington stands firmly in favor of people's rights, and yet for Washingtonians' data to be leaked to entities that don't share those values is worrisome.
Angelina Godoy is the director of the University of Washington Center for Human Rights, the organization who researched the report. Godoy tells me federal agents gained access to local data through 3 different ways. Directly, by a department sharing access to federal agencies. Through backdoor access to the networks of at least 10 Washington police departments who did not authorize the Border Patrol searches. And indirectly, by a member of law enforcement doing searches for federal agencies. For example, the report says the Yakima County Sheriff's Office made 2 searches with reasons listed as ICE.
Yeah, we immediately paused all access to any outside agencies while we make sure we could determine and work and put guardrails in place with Flock and with our, with all of our detectives and investigators to make sure that that this doesn't happen again.
Deputy Chief Ryan Rutledge with the Renton Police Department tells me they had no idea their cameras were vulnerable to unauthorized federal access. Renton Police is now requiring any outside agency, including other local police departments, to submit a specific request to them in order to access their data. The Auburn Police Department released a similar statement, saying they're working to make changes.
It's deeply revealing if their answer is, we had no idea that our tools were being used in that way. Well, if you have the tool, you have the responsibility to ensure that you're using it responsibly, ethically, and in compliance with state law.
Reporting in Seattle, A.J. Janivel, Fox 13 News.
Now, Fox 13 did reach out to Flock Cameras for its response to the report. The company responded by saying, quote, unfortunately, these activists published a report that is full of inaccuracies and misconceptions about our technologies and their use that we'd have been happy to clear up had they reached out to us prior to publication. It went on to say that there's no backdoor into its system and says much of the report is full of old claims that have already been addressed. We put their full, very detailed statement on our website, fox13seattle.com.